Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the series pre-market analysis. Welcome, Patrick, again.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome back.
Before we start, as always, a very short disclaimer, just a few seconds. All right, so what we're going to do today, we're going to look at some levels. Obviously, yesterday we had the FOMC meeting. We have some session that we did yesterday and the day before. So if you go on our live channel, we have the FOMC prep on Tuesday, looking at macro. We also did a swing trading. Today, we're going to show you how you can use some of the swing trading levels for today and for the next few days. And then today we're going to have a blind spots level event. So if you're interested in blind spots, today at 4 p.m. we're going to do a session. But if we go back in the chart, so obviously the indices are up over 2%. I think it is 1.5%. Nasdaq, I think, is up 2%. So we saw a big market move from yesterday. So yesterday there was obviously the FOMC. We saw some retracement during the day, but then overnight we saw like a pickup on the future. So what we're looking at today, first to start, is looking at gold. We want to show you how the levels played out on gold during the night session and how they're in play for today. So with gold, here we have our gamma levels. As we can see, we had a big movement in the night. We stopped at the JAX3 and almost very close to the one-day max, and then we saw a big pullback here. But again, if we then add our blind spots, we can also see how this area here becomes a very strong reaction zone. So we have our BL10 level that was perfectly touched there, and then obviously the price kind of dropped. So as we see, that 2,600 level is really a strong one. We can also see, going back a few days, that this area was a really big reaction zone, a big rejection of this area. So again, looking at the levels, looking at the past, we could have really like narrowed down the area there for this evening, right here. Okay.
And we can identify also the range. So we can say, okay, what are the possible ranges? What are the possible targets, Fabio? So if we're looking to the downside again, so we have BL3, GEX5, GEX4, BL3. So to the downside, so that's would be first the range rules in the play. And if we break this, so GEX2, one day min. For the upside, if something is crazy happens again, we have BL8 and BL9. So we have directly our ranges. And this is also really powerful. You have the levels, and you can see really clear. I would say if you be trained with this, you can see it really clear with your eyes where you have the big ranges. And this is the cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. The next thing, and then I'll pass it on to you, is we always want to look at our screeners. So if you log into our website and you have access to the screeners, the first thing we tend to monitor in the morning is we want to look for highest change in JAX, highest change in DAX, negative change in DAX. So we want to see like how the positioning has changed over the past days. So obviously yesterday, after the event, there's been a massive, repositioning on different assets. So as we can see, we saw a massive increase in gamma on Apple, on Google, so a lot of the tech companies. But if we look at our highest negative change in JAX, on the other side, we saw a negative change in JAX on TLT, on SPY, on QQQ, on SPX, right? So NVIDIA as well. So those are always like good to monitor because we want to see how the positioning have changed overnight, and that could give you some ideas on what the market is thinking, what the market is doing. With that said, please send us any question. I'll pass it on to you, Patrick, to look at some other charts.
Yep, we can do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So today we have something really cool, and I like it very well. I was posting this in the morning also in our futures trading channel for the community members, but I will present this also live. So what we can basically see now is objective. So we are now below the 1-day max. So this means the 1-day max, the 1-day min is calculated on the volatility. So we are above this, and this is no wondering. So because we have a great move overnight, what was Fabio saying, but then we can also looking into this when we use other levels, like today maybe the swing trading levels, and you can see this here on my chart. So we have many swing trading levels who are now ahead. I will take out every other levels that we only focus on the swing trading levels. So we have the QQQ swing trading levels ahead. We have a bunch of swing trading levels here and a bunch of swing trading levels here. So what we have, so if you want really focus to the up move when the stock market open, and you believe that the market can go much higher, what could be very possible, I will not say if we can go down or if we can go up, it could be possible, everything is possible, but you should be aware of these areas where the swing trading levels are, and this is the area where we should going through before we can break out really strong. And that's the swing trading levels where you can easily plot on your NQ chart with the ratios, with the auto ratios, what we present you, or you can use your manual ratio. It's really simple and easy. And we have also the same picture if we're looking into ES together now. We have the same picture on ES. So we have three bunches of levels here. So one we was coming back from. So we have here the risk triggers from the S&P. We have also risk triggers here, S&P and SPX together, and here also at the top. So for the upside, it's the same picture at the moment on the ES, and this is something really cool, and I love to have this on my chart, because this helps me much more to identify for me, is this now a good decision to go long, or should I wait for follow through, or maybe can I place my short, what obviously was working. I was not shorting, I'm not in a trade. As you know, I'm retired, but this is only something what I will give you. And if you can look also in CL, so CLX have also today the USO levels, the USO swing trading levels ahead. So you should be aware of this. So here we go. Whoop. Why is this not open? Give me 1 minute. It will be open very fast. Whoop. I will reload this for you, my friends. Here we go. But by the way, so let reload this, and we will see later the crude oil levels, also the swing levels. It's the same picture what we have on crude oil, what we have on NQ, what we have on ES, and we have the same picture also on the wicks. So and if you notice, the swing trading levels are there. So this is amazing. This is so powerful. And here we go. So we have the lower band also where the 1-day min is. So let's take out the gamma levels. So we have here our lower band, and we can now possible target this area. So this, if we target the 1-day min today with the lower band from the swing trading levels, this is something meaningful. This is something really powerful. And then we know that this is a really strong level. We would have possible a little shift there, could be, must not be, but this is something where you should be take very closely your eyes on and not should miss. I think this is powerful if you have this, Fabio, on your chart, and it's a good add-on to your normal levels. And here we go. Here we have the USO levels now. They are loading now on my side. Look at this. We are now here in the bench of the risk trigger from 9.13 and 9.12. Boom. We was coming in the bunch of this and we get the shift. So
Yeah.
this is what I want to show you, and this is so important to have the swing trading levels on your chart. It's not must meaning that you have every levels on your chart. I have many levels. As you can see, I have 10 indicators on my side. I have different levels, and I'm not using all levels, but I have all levels there to check if there's something on my way when I have a trading idea. For example, if you have the trading idea to go long now on the crude oil, I would check first what levels are there, what blind spots in my way, what swing trading levels in my way, and also what gamma levels in my way. And then I can make a much better education. The worst case for every trader from us, it's really simple. So, and I think many from us was getting in the trap. So we was getting long, and what was happened? Boom, the market goes in not in our favor. They going short, or we going short and the market goes long. So, and this is some risk management tool for you. If you plot this on your chart to make an educational decision, if there is something on the way, what can maybe blocks you, and I would say do it, do it, do it. Plot this on your chart.
Yeah. And thank you, Patrick. And I think we have a good question from Drew. So, how do you actually do that, right? So, how do you actually put them on the chart? So, the first thing, we come into the bot and going back to the VIX, like before even plotting the level, I think we have actually models and charts. So, if you type in swing, we have our 5 days and 20 days model. So, if we look at our 5 days and we type in VIX, uh, what we do, and we're not going to go through the model today because we just did a session yesterday, but I'm going to show you where you can find information about the model. So here we have our levels. Here we also have our success rate. So over the past 34 days, the lower band was respected on 76% of the cases. So that means that 5 days in the future, the price closed above the lower band that was sent, and this is the level that was sent. So now if we go back to the VIX, we have our swing levels right here. So we have our lower band from 918 and 917. So these are very, very strong levels here. So we have this area here is a very strong level. So these are still at play. So now going back to your question, Drew, on how can I get this into the chart and how can I plot the levels on ES? What you do is you come into the bot and you type in swing, and you have different commands. So the 5-day and the 20-day will be the charts. The list and the levels will be the command to get the levels. So if you have a list of stocks that you care about, I can come here and I can type in swing list, type in SPX, type in VIX, type in QQQ. And then I get the code, copy this, go into your indicators. I open up a new indicator. I already pasted them here. And then right here, what you do is you convert, in this case, SPX to ES, QQQ to NQ. And then now if we go on our ES chart and we take away our gamma levels and our blind spots, you now have basically the SPX converted levels, and I can also do the same thing on NQ. So they are right here. And as you do with gamma levels, you can use an auto ratio or a manual ratio. So if you want to use a manual ratio, you can do that and then simply convert it and they will be plotted in the chart.
Yes, of course. And you can see, so if you have this on your chart, so you can take it out when you don't see it, but to take a decision, so when to go long, is this now a good decision? What is our buffers? Where we have going through? So this is really powerful. So this is also something everyone is speaking about this. I remind myself, we have always the discussion, hey, as a retail traders, the institutional have most of the time much more data. They can making much more decisions. They see much more. I will say, yes, that's correct. But now you can see also a little bit more. You see a little bit more. You get a little bit more an edge in the market, because now you were seeing the upper bands, you were seeing the swing trading levels who are above you. Without this, you will never see this. You have no idea that there's something ahead. So maybe you would be going in a trap, or maybe you will miss a squeeze, depend on what we're looking for. But this is the truth. So you get more and more tools on your hand with us, with MenthorQ, that you can see more and more stuff what you would never see before.
Yeah. And more is coming too. So we have some really exciting development ahead.
The same as we say as traders, become every day 1% better as person, as trader. And also we have this also for us. We want also become every day better than yesterday.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
And the other thing, we also support you with education. So if you have access to our free account, we have a course dedicated to swing level. So all the information will be here. It's free. Just create an account with us, very easy, and you'll get access to all this information right here. You can see all these different lessons, and yeah, you can educate more on the model. We also have our guides. So again, if you have access to our dashboard, which is also free, you can access our guides, and you can go under products and go under swing trading model. And then here you get all the information you need to understand what the model means, what the levels mean, videos, and so on. So everything is there. We have over 150 guides here, so make use of it. There's a lot of really interesting information for you to become a better trader and learn how to use this data.
Yeah, Mark, maybe take the question from Mark, and then I think we are good. So the market will open very soon. So Mark, can you share my screen very quick? My trading view again. So Mark, this is the CL. So, but it's the same when we're looking to the SPX. So I was showing you before, the big one was the trunk with the swing trading levels. Here we have blind spot levels. So I was mapped this out from my side, because I will taking now a look into crude oil. So crude oil is for me at the moment something what is in the play. And yes, I was mapped out my areas, so my trading roadmap for areas were in the play. And this is something what I was doing because based on the levels. I was not drawing this on my side based on subjective stuff. I was doing this based on data. And this is the big difference. And I know this works. And I hope this is giving you the answer of your question. So you can do this exactly the same way with SPX.
Yeah, and then maybe we'll take this one. So blind spot is dark pool, no Marcio. Today we have a session on blind spot. And again, if you want to learn more, come to our YouTube, go back on our live. We did a session last week. I can add it here in the comment. Take a look at this. And also, if you also create an account, we have a course on blind spots as well. So all the information on blind spots are available for free. Is right here. How to use blind spots level. They're not dark pools. They are different. They are a different model that we use. So yeah.
Yeah, but let me explain something. Oh, you want to trigger me? Oh, Fabio, maybe you must shut down me. Okay, so Marcio, blind spots are dark pools? Not, of course not. So dark pools are institutional game, but blind spots are much better than dark pools because we're making things visible for you what you will not see. Same with the swing trading levels. So basically, we was discussing this 1 minute before. So the institutional have much more tools, much more opportunities. They have dark pools, they have they have models, they have quants, they have everything what you can think about. And we was developing something with the blind spots. We was discussing this last week. We will discuss this also in few hours. We was using something, so our own algorithm, to find blind areas where you will not see, where you can have maybe possible a market shift. So blind spot 8 on the NQZ was really powerful. Maybe I can share you this really quick before the market is open. Give me 1 minute. Let me open my chart. Take on the blind spots. Here we go. So you see my chart, Fabio?
Yeah.
All right. So look at this. Here we have blind spot 8. So this is our blind spot level. Boom. We was holding this. You can see this. That's magic. So this is the MenthorQ dark pool. This is amazing. This is powerful. It's not the dark pools from institutional. It's the MenthorQ dark pool. But we don't name it dark pool because dark pool is institutional. We name it blind spots. And that's the big difference.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
I hope it's for you good. But it's not the dark pool. Dark pools are completely different. We are calculate based on options. Yeah, and we have our own models what we're using, but we are not dark pool, to make it really clear.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, if you guys want to learn, and then the market is opening in a few minutes, so I think we'll go to the open. But if you want to learn more about all the products, come to MenthorQ.com. And if you have any questions that we didn't answer during the call, send us an email, info@MenthorQ.com. And then today, this afternoon, we're going to have a session dedicated to blind spots. So it's right here. You can see it. It will be at 4 p.m. Available on Twitter and YouTube. So if you obviously are interested in learning more about it, first we have the session last week, and then we're going to have a new session today. So please, hope to see you there. And again, thank you, Patrick, as always. And
welcome.
Thank you, Tim. And let's go and
happy trading, my friends.
Happy trading. Thank you.
And don't forget to plot your swing trading levels to see the hidden spots today. All right. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.